morning. So before we go any further, I want to share one more thing about me, because I'm with you all morning. If you haven't caught this yet, gang, I have an attitude. And I want to share with you my attitude up front. Here's my attitude. I'm going to teach you some things this morning that I think can affect some of you positively financially in your life. Yet I'm smart enough to realize that some of you are not going to buy into my concepts. Well, if you don't buy into my concepts, here's my attitude. I don't care. Now, why would I say that to you? Because the bottom line is this. All of us this morning walked into this classroom in certain financial conditions. Isn't that true? How are we going to walk out at the end of the day? Same. In other words, whether you buy these concepts is not going to affect me financially one way or the other today. So therefore, I'm giving you the opportunity and telling you up front, you have the right to challenge me on anything that I say this morning. In fact, I love challenges, but I want you to understand something. If you challenge me on anything I say, I'm going to give you an answer to that challenge direct from my heart based on my experience, and if you don't like my answer, I don't care. And with that point, I'm moving on to the next point. The next point is kind of a society belief, and I'd say the majority of you in this room don't necessarily buy into this belief because you're in this room, but it goes like this. A lot of people in our society believe that their key to financial success, whatever that means to them, generally starts off by going out and getting a good job. Number 3, I'm here to tell you that a good job alone will not lead you to financial security. And by the way, as you're writing this down, can it help? Yes, if you have a good job with a high income and you know what to do with the extra money. Okay, question for you. Would you agree there's a mass of people in our society out there seeking this thing called a good job, whatever that means? Would you agree? Where did they get they should do that? Parents, I'm looking for something bigger. Yes, society in general tells us. Isn't that true? In fact, let me just give you an observation. By the way, I'm not knocking this observation. It's just an observation that goes like this. Traditionally in this country, isn't it true that people, they go through high school, and after high school, if they can financially afford it, what's their next logical step? College. They go to college, and today they go probably for a minimum of 5 years to get a degree. It used to be 4, but now it's like 5 years to get a degree. After they get the degree, they got this piece of paper. What's the next logical step? Go get a job. Here's what amazes me. How many people in today's society are actually on a job that has anything to do with the degree they got in college? High or low percentage? Low percentage. Now again, I'm not knocking higher education. I believe in higher education. But I am knocking our system that says this. Let's teach people all this stuff. Let's get them to a certain educational level. Let's certify they met that educational level. And then let's make them go get a job that has nothing to do with everything they learned. Isn't that true? Isn't that how it goes? In fact, you know what even amazes me more? A lot of people cannot even get the job unless they have the degree that has nothing to do with the job. Isn't that bizarre? Now again, I'm not knocking higher education. I am going to knock one thing though, which I want to bring up right now that relates to a lot of American people. It goes like this. Did you know that tomorrow morning at about 5:30 in the morning, there's going to be a whole mass of people that get up really, really early, and they're not morning people? Don't anybody raise their hand or anything, okay? And here's what they're going to proceed to do. If they're in a climate like they are today, in this Midwest, what they're going to do is they're going to bundle up when they get up. They're going to jump in their car. They're going to grab their caffeinated beverage, which they're going to put in their cup holder in their car, which was a high priority in buying their car. And they're going to sit in traffic for the next hour, hour and a half if they're in a major city. And as they're sitting in traffic, because they're really tired, they're going to be sipping on their coffee. Their eyes are a little squinty. Both hands are on the wheel. They're going to be looking at the people in the car over here, looking at the people in the car over here as they're in bumper-to-bumper traffic. And they're going to say in the back of their minds, I hate this. Then after about 45 minutes to an hour and a half, they're finally going to get to the place that they're employed at. As soon as they get there and they cross the threshold, what's the very first thing they got to do? No, go to the bathroom and empty out the caffeinated beverage. And then they say, here I am now at the job that I hate. Then all morning under the breath, they do one of these. I hate this job, I hate this job, I hate this job. I can't wait till lunchtime comes when half the day's over in the job that I hate. Then at lunchtime, they enjoy their lunch. Then the afternoon, the same thing in their brain. I hate this job, I hate this job, I hate this job. Can't wait till 4:30 or 5 o'clock comes when the day is over in the job that I hate. Then at 4:30 or 5 o'clock, they do one of these. They go, I'm so glad the day is over in the job that I hate, but I now get to do something else, which I really don't care for. I get to jump back in my car and sit in rush hour traffic for the next 45 minutes to an hour and a half, which I also hate. But I'll tell you right now, I don't hate it as much as I do in the morning. Why? Going home. And then when I get home, what do I proceed to do? I relax a little bit. I eat dinner. And then after eat dinner, because I'm so tired, what do I do for the next 3 hours? Watch TV. Probably scan the channels and look for the show, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Now, Notice people will do this for 4 days during the week, and notice I did not say 5, because I happen to notice something in every single major city. Here's what I noticed. Rush hour traffic is always lighter on a Friday afternoon. Want to know why? It's because people are sneaking out of work early if they can. They're sneaking out so they can enjoy their precious weekends, which they do enjoy, until about 6 o'clock on Sunday night. 6 o'clock on Sunday night, I don't care what's going on, in their mind they say to themselves, what? I've got to get up and go to that job tomorrow that I hate. All right, now I have a question for you. Do you agree there's a mass of people in our society that do what I just described?
Yes.
Okay, here's my question. Why would anybody ever do that? It's not money, because you can do lots of things for money. What's the reason?
They won't take the chance.
Well, you're all on the right point, but I'm looking for a key word. What's the major reason they're doing that? Security. All right, now again, this is very easy for me to stand up here and say it is difficult for people to get into their brain. But when you want to know the real key to making success in your life, it's this key. You must go into your brain and abolish the concept of security. Here's why. It doesn't exist anyway. If you're seeking something that doesn't exist, are you going to have a tough time finding it? In fact, those people that are on that job that they hate, you know what I love about them? They say things to me like, yeah, Dave, I hate my job, but I have job security. They even use the word job security. When I hear people say they have job security, you know what I want to do? I want to puke. Because they don't get it, okay? There's no such thing as job security. Because isn't it true at any point if that company struggles a little bit, that job security could be taken away just like that? In fact, I'm even going to be a little bit stronger with some of you in this room, because I realize when you're taking a weekend class, there might be a possibility that some of you are going to that job that you hate. So therefore, let me give you a little bit of advice, the way I think, okay? I believe if you're ever on a job and you catch yourself muttering under your breath, I hate this job, I hate this job, I hate this job, the first thing you should do is quit muttering under your breath that you hate this job and let all that hate inside build up. Let it build up to the point that you can't stand it. And then I want you to calmly walk in your boss's office and say to your boss, boss, I just want to let you know something. I hate this job. And the reason I hate this job is because you're the boss. What will happen to you on that day? Now, why would I say that to you? Why would I say that to you? Because listen to this, gang. You will never, ever have the lifestyle you deserve doing something you hate. So you want to know the whole key to success? It's really simple. Find what you love to do and focus on that. And by the way, I don't even care if you're crummy at it. You see, here's how it works. If you love to do something, how often are you going to want to do it? All the time. If you do something all the time, even if you're crummy at it in the beginning, what has to happen? You got to get better. And by the way, will people recognize that you're better? Will you get known for that? And eventually the money will flow. It may not flow in the beginning because you're crummy, but eventually it will flow. All right, now, I say this to you, but I don't want to get Pollyanna. I want to get real. So let's just talk about this for a second. I'm saying find what you love to do. Keep in mind, though, what you love to do has to have something that serves other people. Does that make sense? Because maybe some of you really love other stuff that doesn't do anything, okay? It's got to serve other people. But the other concept is this. In everything you do, there are times and parts you'll hate it. In fact, people ask me all the time, Dave, if you're so dang successful, what are you doing teaching here at Kaplan? What am I doing on a Sunday morning in this classroom? So now I want to address it. Why am I here? There are two reasons. Reason number one, Kaplan pays me and I like the extra money. I don't need the extra money, but I like the extra money. Second reason I'm here, any idea? I really like teaching this stuff. This is the only stuff that I teach. This is investment real estate. Notice you did not see me in course 1, course 2, course 3. There is no way that I would come in here and teach you how to fill out a purchase agreement. What goes in line 1? Puke. I would never do that. Some of you felt that.